In this video, what we're going to do is talk about how to create better landing pages for AdWords, because you have to create a landing page that's going to pass Google's quality score or their guidelines, and your landing page has to convert. The bottom line is it has to convert or you ain't going to be on AdWords very long. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about how to do both those in this video. Now, my name is Jason Nabak. I'm one of the leaders on the internet in how to get more traffic using automated long-term traffic systems. Now, with AdWords, in the old days, quality scores didn't matter. You could run traffic to any sort of landing page you ever wanted. However, they evolved because there's just a lot of people out there taking advantage of it, running horrible offers, and it was just getting bad. So Google had to create the whole quality score thing. And they want to make sure that your landing page is legitimate and then it's going to add value to the market, because you know, they kind of own the traffic, and it's their traffic going to their site and you're buying ads on their site. So they essentially create the rules, right? And so you make sure you look at the landing page quality score guidelines and all that stuff, and make sure you follow it. Now, the second thing is you got to have a landing page that converts. And that's what we're going to talk about mainly today. Because if you make Google happy, that's fine with the quality score guidelines. But if your landing page doesn't convert, then it's no point in even using AdWords, is it? So there's two ways to do this. What a lot of people do is they will just kind of go to the line. They'll just be like, well, this technically is an okay landing page according to Google quality score, but really, oh, it's right on the line. It could get me in trouble, so on and so forth. Don't go there, because just doing that, you're eventually going to get in trouble. What you want to do is go all the way over here and go, okay, what do I need to do? What you need to do is on your landing page, you've got to make sure that the first thing, the absolute biggest thing, is you got to have a good time on page and a low bounce rate. Here's the deal. If you can keep them on your site for longer, they're going to take more action. That's just a fact. We know that with SEO, that Google really looks very hard at your bounce rate and your time on page. The higher your time on page is and the lower your bounce rate is, that means that you're probably giving your visitors a good experience and they're staying. And Google looks at that and goes, wow, yeah, that's good. That's what we want, because that means that's showing Google that what you're doing is relevant. Okay, because if you're sticking, if all your visitors are sticking on your site for like 5 minutes and your bounce rate's like 20% or whatever, that's awesome. And so you've got to understand that that's the biggest thing you've got to be thinking about. If you can think, how can I keep them on my site, keep them from bouncing, everything else will take care of itself. It really will. So then the next step you got to do is, once you understand the bounce rate thing like that, you've got to make sure your landing page has a few different options on it. Unfortunately, like in the old days, you could drive them to a landing page and it's like, click here now. Well, that just doesn't work for this type of AdWords or whatever. So what we want to do is we want to create good content. So what you're going to want to have on there is, I'm going to say 300 or 400 or 500 words of really solid, good content, talking about your market or whatever. Have a nice header with your about, your contact page, some stuff like that. And then you can have an opt-in box on the side, maybe an opt-in box on the bottom, and a call to action they can click through to a page, maybe some other articles on your page, and really just create a really nice page that's going to give them value. Now, the other thing you want to do is stay away from the salesy type stuff, because what's going to happen is the more salesy it looks and the more kind of all the like proof and stuff like that, then when they go, the quality score people go to look at it, it might get you in trouble, because they're trying to, you know, make sure that it's legitimate. And if they see all kinds of, you know, before and after photos, so on and so forth, then they might not like that. So focus on that. The 4 to 6 or whatever 100 word content, the links on the side, opt-in on the bottom, opt-in on the right, header, and try that and see where you go. So what I want you to do is head over to snowballsecrets.com or click the link below, and we'll see you over there.